do, 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 do. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling, winning Wednesday. It's been an awesome day. So how was your winning Wednesday? Please let us know in the comments below what wins you are celebrating today. What wins did you have today? I had my accountability call today, which was awesome because we talked about some of the stuff, again, that I've had the breakthrough on, the awakening, if you want to call it that. Also had some more of that over the weekend. Then I had a conversation with a very good friend yesterday, and there was even more that came out about that one breakthrough and what it has snowballed into. It's just blowing my mind. So my accountability coach is sort of like, okay, what are your goals for the next week? I said, I have absolutely no idea. I said, all I want to do next week is get through the class. Get through the class I'm taking. Then I'll worry about my goals. But I am going to try and get some goals set so that I do keep momentum on the idea and everything else. Even if it's just little goals where I'm spending like 30 minutes a day doing something, I need to be doing something. What that something is, I don't know, but I have to sit down with my screeds of notes, try and make sense of them, so get them all organized and everything else to make sense of them, and then figure out where I can start. And that's where my thing with the post-it notes can come in handy, where I write down those tasks, one task per post-it note, put how many minutes it's going to take me, stick it up on the mirror over here. And so when I find myself on a break or I've got 5 or 10 minutes that I can go do something, I can look up there and go do what I need to do. And that will slowly chip away at everything. So I had my accountability call, put my grocery orders in, and they arrived right at my lunch break. I was like, yay! So, of course, quickly got all the cold stuff away. That was the first thing. Then I had lunch. I was kind of hoping it would arrive in time for lunch because, yeah, the cupboards were a little empty. It's been a little busy around here to even put in a grocery order. But otherwise, the day's been very steady with the help desk. I'm working on that all day today, all day tomorrow, all day Friday. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I think I survived. Yes, I think I survived. And then one of the things that we got access, you know how I was telling you the other day about all the relatives, we got access to how they go back, like they go back 16 generations. And they go up your tree for 16 generations. Then they're matching it with all these different famous people, from presidents to presidents' wives to poets and writers to entertainers to actors to astronauts to, all these different people from all different walks of life that are well known for something over the years and everything else. And then they compare their trees with yours to see if there's any matching great-grandparents in there. And so they've gone back 16 generations is the most they've gone back with. And I'm sort of like, okay, I know in this leg, I'm only back like about 4. In this particular branch, I'm back about 4 and a bit. This one over here, I'm back about 6 or 7. This one over here, I'm back about 3 on one side, 5 on a different one. I'm just counting up on my legs. They've gone back 16 generations on all my legs. And I'm like, I got to figure out where they've been getting all this information from and then go figure it out and verify it and everything else. So I'm kind of looking forward to downloading all of these different charts and seeing where I can. And I've downloaded some and sent them to my mum to say, hey, have a look at this, because she was one of the ones instrumental in actually getting me doing the research. She was the one instrumental in getting me doing the research, because her and I used to go out and go, and she would figure out on what she was going to look for and make her list. And then we would go to the birth, deaths, and marriages. I would sit down there with the microfiche and zoom through it because it made her seasick. She would get dizzy watching me whiz through the thing. But at the time, I was in the Air Force and I was used to how microfiche worked, and I could very quickly whip through those microfiche or the microfilms. And not sure if I could go at the same speed today as I did back then, because I was only in my late teens, early 20s. But I'm pretty sure I could have a pretty good go at it these days. So, but one of the things with the site that they gave us is they had these other little sites that you could go and do different things. And there's one that's a Wheel of Family. So it's like Wheel of Fortune, but you have to guess who the relative, and it's people in your family tree. So they're taking names out of your family tree and putting them up there, and you have to uncover who this person is. So it's Wheel of Families, and it's all people taken out in direct lines. So we're talking ancestral lines, not the relatives off to the sides or anything else. It's just straight parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, and all of that, just out of your tree that you have discovered so far. And then they put it up there, and you've got to spin the wheel, and you collect all the dollars and all that sort of stuff, and that's kind of fun. But then they have this one called Geneopardy. It's like Jeopardy, but with genealogy. So you've got the board with the 100 through to the 500 on different categories, and you can actually tell them how many generations you would like to use for the game. And again, it's taking stuff out of your tree. And they've got their categories are dates, places, people, facts, and others. And it goes 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And they're all multiple choice questions. So you get 4 options, and you got to click on the right option. You get 3 retries, which will give you half of the value. So if you need a retry on a 200 and you get it right on the retry, you only get $100 for it, not the 200. But it's kind of cool because it's asking you questions, things like, which of these people were born in, and it will give you a place name. And you then have to go and click on the relative. And a lot of the times I can turn around and I can go, okay, now I'm pretty good on the first 3 generations, but I'm challenging myself. Challenge yourself to stretch and grow. So I challenge myself. I go, let's try 4 generations and see what comes up. And then it's sort of like, who was on one of them on the dates, who was born, but who was how do they word that question? I think it's under facts. Yeah, which of these people lived from, and they give you two different years. And I'm like, okay, well, I know that person is the father of one of these. And so he definitely, I thought, that's my grandfather, and and that's my great-grandfather, and that's my great-great-grandfather, and then that's my great-grandmother. So I figured it's got to be my grandfather because of the years that they had listed there. And you click on it, and it says, yay, it's a big green dot. Yay, you got it right. So it's kind of fun going through it and challenging yourself to see how much do I really know about my family tree that I have been researching for years. And then there's times I completely screw up, and I'm just sort of like, okay, what's the correct answer? Click on the correct answer button. I'm sort of like, oh, such a dull brain. But you have times like that when there is stuff that inside out and back to front and upside down and sideways and roundabout and all that sort of stuff. And there are just times where you just draw a blank. I know, it's happened. I know. Don't tell me it hasn't happened to you, because you're lying if you say it. You say, oh, that doesn't happen to me. Yeah, right. But there are times that you just have that moment where it's sort of like, oh, which person was that again? Oh. And so you look at your options and you're going, okay, well, I know it's not those 2. But then they turn around and say, who was born, which of these people were born in the machine age? I'm like, when the hell was the machine age? Google, when was the machine age? From what era to what era? When was the Victorian period? Where was the Romantic period? Because it'll ask you questions like that. It'll actually put there, who in your who are these people? These 4 people were born in the Romantic era. I'm like, when the hell was the Romantic era? Look that up. And the Victorian era. So okay, well, that's pre-1900. Actually, no, that went through the 1900s. And so I looked that up, and I'm like, okay. And so it's been interesting how they formulate the questions, and then you're having to stop and think, okay, when was that time period? Okay, well, they had 1914 to 1986. Well, that's got to be my grandfather because I know when he passed away. And so that one, so stuff like that was really easy. And then the other ones are a little more curlier, like who was born in 1853 and who was born in 1860 and died and and I knew one of them. I looked at the names and go, he was born in 1880. That one was born that year. That one's too young, so it's got to be this one. So I'm using what knowledge I know about the names to eliminate people. And sometimes I get down to 2 and I'm like, oh, and I thought, okay, gut instinct. Looking at these 2 and I close my eyes, and then it's like, as soon as I open my eyes, which is the one that my eyes go to, and that's what I'm going to pick. And sometimes it's right. Most of the time it's right, but then there's times it's not. So it's actually a really cool game to get in there and do that with your family tree. How well do you know your family tree? So it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it, and it takes like 3 minutes to play around. So I kind of go in there every now and again. And, this time I'm going to go to 5 generations. I'm like, oh, hang on, who's on my 5th generation level? Who's on my 4th? Because I'm the 1st generation. My parents are the 2nd. My grandparents are the 3rd. My great grandparents are the 4th, and then my 2 times great grandparents, of which there are, the 4th. Hang on, me, parents, grandparents, great grandparents, great great grandparents. That's 5 generations. So it's taking you back to your 2nd great grandparents, of which, when you total it all up, is 32 people. So that really is a challenge. You've got to remember 32 people. But anyway, so that's, every now and again I go in and play that when I'm on a break, and I'm really enjoying it because it's some of the questions they repeat over and over again. So then when I finish that game, I was like, okay, let's add in another generation to change the questions up a little bit. And so I go and do that. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Really stretching and testing. But anyway, I'm out of here. Got a DOG to take for WALK. She might actually get one a little earlier tonight, depending on the temperature. Oh, did I tell you we're coming up to a cold spell? I might have to get a tent. I might have to pull out the winter woolies. As of Friday, we're going from 102 tomorrow 88 on Friday. Like, yes. And then we stay in the 80s we're in the 80s on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday we go back up to the 90s. I think it's like Tuesday before we hit 3 digits again. I'm like, I've got a cold spell coming up. Anyway, okay, so I'm out of here. Please let us know in the comments what your wins were. And if you want to win, hang on, I've got them here. If you'd like to win one of these 2 tumblers, they will be personalized with your information on. You will not get it with Helen Brahms, Zeffie's mum, or thank you, Helen, written on them. It will be your name on these. So if you'd like to enter for free to win one of these personally engraved to you and sent to you, then just go to havetowin.com and you can enter the drawing for free. And as a thank you for entering the drawing, you will receive a free copy of the ebook Family Tree Decoded, and you will get the articles, What Unicorns Can Teach You About Magic, and 5 easy ways to make your life more exciting. So those articles are there. They will come out automatically as soon as you hit the enter button. You should be receiving an email with the 3 links to those to the ebook and the 2 articles as well, and any other articles we add between now and July 30th, because we close this competition on July 30th. Anyway, I'm out of here. Have a super fantastic sparkling day. Let us know, like I said, let us know in the comments what your wins are today so we can celebrate with you, because I love celebrating wins. And we will catch you guys back here early tomorrow for Thankful Thursday. Hei konera.